Hey, what's going on, everybody? Recently, they made a change in the settings and the shortcuts, and what happened was that they allowed us to show more skills in game while fighting. And how we do that is by changing these lines. So, before I do any of that, as you can see, I'm able to only access 3 skills unless I pull them out right now, alright? And there's no skills on the left side above where we move. I'm going to change that to the maximum. I'm going to put this into 4 lines, and I'm going to put extend on to 2. So because I didn't have something in there, it's not showing me the rest. So let me put something in there. Right? So if I was fighting now, I have access to all these skills, which is a total of actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 16 shortcuts that you can access. Now, I also wanted to talk to you guys about replace and what is replace. When I have it off, when I double click into it, I'll be able to change skills to whatever I need and change the shortcut. When I have replace on, I don't get to do that. I don't get to change the skill itself. But what it does let me do is change places. So if I want a skill boost, spell boost over here on this side, or if I want a Bunshin right here, or if I wanted Makabishi over here, I don't lose the skill, I'm only swapping places. But once I change that and I turn it off, that doesn't work. So that's what that was for, in essence, so that it's easier to swap. I do find that a lot of times it is very annoying to dig through the menu and rearrange places, and they've solved that issue, at least for me. So when I was showing you guys, I had to move all these stuff around, so I'm going to move it all back to the correct places. And because I got extra shortcuts now, I could actually use some of the skills that I've never really used, such as domination and Earthshaker, which is useful. Now, do I want 4 total of 12 skills on the right side? Probably not. So the usual way I play is by 2 before we had the expansion into 4, but I do like 3. 3 gives me access to the Makabishi on the right side right here, which I will constantly use. And so far, what I'm seeing with the benefits of having the shortcuts out here is easy access to it, but the downside of having too many shortcuts out is a problem as well, because when you turn all that on and you have all these buttons everywhere, if I wanted to attack that monster right there behind those buttons, I would be clicking into these skills or missing them generally. So I'm not able to have such a big area to click on things when necessary. Now, that's not to say that you can't just click attack on the closest thing, but sometimes you want to aim for a monster or person that you want to click on, and it's making it hard to access that right area side of the screen. So here's the difference in how it would be if you actually didn't use extended and you only used 1, and you would be able to click the objects close to the right side fairly easily without all the shortcuts in the way and blocking your experience to the game. because you have so many shortcuts to the right or the left. But there are certain characters that I would say it's okay to only show maybe 5 shortcuts because they're fairly easy to use and you only have to cast a few things. But then there are certain characters that are like high wizards, etc., that use a ton of skills at once, and you will want to have a lot of shortcuts out there so that you can access them easily. And the last thing I wanted to talk about with shortcuts was that the shortcuts to the right and the left are actually a bit different. The reason why I say that is because the shortcuts to the right, you pull out and you can access them. The shortcuts to the left have nothing to pull out. And the difference also is that when you switch a page, the shortcuts to the left never change. So what that means is those are your very, very important skills that you would put there that you will always want to have, almost regardless of what suit or what type or whatnot. So make sure that the shortcut to the left is something that is like an attack. The reason why I say that is because when you swap accidentally and you can't access certain things that you need, it's very bad for the situation. I've tried actually playing characters where I don't put a shortcut as an attack, and what I find out is sometimes there is a need to attack something. For instance, you have no more MP and you need to kill something and die, but you can't attack it because you don't have the shortcut for it. So those are certain instances where you definitely want to have the attack shortcut there and readily accessible. Now I think that covers most of the shortcuts. It's a preference. If you like to have all the shortcuts out there, change it in the settings, and then if you don't, then change it to minimalistic. But regardless, the ability to change it is great, and how they added it with the replacement of the skills shortcut is very useful to anyone who's constantly changing shortcuts. And that would be it for this video, so please tune in next time.